this is Maria, your certified life coach and owner of Marian's Housekeeping. You know, I take a lot of stuff. I put up with a lot of stuff. But today, the narcissist come home early, and my roommate, narcissist, whatever you want to call him, he came home early than usual. And I had bought a Queen Anne chair, real pretty in its chair, and I was trying to make room for it, a place for it in my bedroom, because it's such a pretty chair and it just matches my stuff, and I really liked it. And his friend was over, and I was moving stuff around, moving stuff out of the way, and finding a place for his chair. And he had said that the table I had sitting, and that's why he would like to have sitting where he would like to replace that table with the table he had sitting beside it, his chair. So I went over and was cleaning his area and cleaning everything off his table so I could switch out the tables. And he went to screaming and cussing at me for being in his area, that my butt was all in his face, and that he's only got this little section of space in the bedroom that he sits, because that's all he chooses to utilize of the house, is this small section of this little small space where he sits, because he's never there, and he doesn't go in any of the other rooms except for the bathroom. He doesn't use any of the other rooms. He doesn't want to. He just likes to sit in that one spot in the bedroom. So no big deal. But his friend was there, and he was talking about how much I spend on this, and trying to add up how much I spend on cigarettes a year and this and that. And I'm like, why are we adding up everything that I spend? Why aren't we adding up everything you spend? What you spend everything on, and try to figure out how much money you're making a year versus how much money I'm making, and how much I'm spending on stuff. That's how it started out. And then he just started screaming at me because I was cleaning, and he couldn't stand the sound of the vacuum cleaner, and it was in his face. I was cleaning in his space, and I'm like, you should be thankful I'm not letting you sit in all this dirt over here, that I'm cleaning this stuff up, because his side of the room is just messy, because he's messy, and I'm picking up all this trash and shit, trying to clean it up. And he just went to just let me have it, and I'm just like, finally, I was like, dude, I made it before you, and I was fine before you, and I'll be fine after you. I'm going to always be fine. I'm always going to survive. If you want to leave me over this, then you can leave. You go right ahead. I'm going to survive. I'll be fine. I have a hard time, and I might not make enough money to make ends meet. I may not, but we will be fine. God will see that we will be fine. I stood up, and I spoke up, and I said, I'm tired of being talked about like shit. I'm tired of being talked about and being talked to like shit, and especially in front of people. His friends there watching this whole thing, and so was my daughter, and I'm just like, I'm tired of him sitting in front of people talking about me bad. So I finally stood up for myself. I said, I don't care. You say what you want about me, but any money I borrowed from you this year, I paid back for. I ain't asked you for nothing this year. I made it a point not to ask nothing from you this year, and to do everything on my own, so I could show myself that I could do things on my own and not need your help. I'm trying so hard to discipline myself this year to not need any help from him at all, and to do everything on my own. And I'm trying so hard to do that. And, and I had to borrow $40, but I told him I'd give it to him today, but I bought that chair, and so I said, I can pay you back tomorrow, and he wanted it back right then today. So I got it out of the bank, which left me overdrawn a little bit at the bank, because I needed that money so I could feed my daughter tonight for supper. But I gave him his money back. I paid him his money back, and so in the end, he gives me the money back to go get my daughter something to eat for supper. But I counted out enough change that I could feed her on, so I was going to go get her something to eat with the change I counted out. But and he apologized to my daughter for him yelling and raising his voice, and he apologized to me and everything. And then he acts like he was sad and puts on a sad face and needed me to go now and get cigarettes. I'm here at the store now doing a cigarette run from him, because he didn't want cigarettes when I come over here to get his money from the ATM and get me some cigarettes. He didn't want cigarettes in, but now he needs them. So he's trying to be nice to me because he wants me to get him cigarettes. So I'm over here at the store like a dumbass getting cigarettes. But I do feel proud that I stood up for myself and didn't let him sit there and keep just talking bad about me like I wasn't sitting in the same room. For once I said, I'm fine. I'm fine. I can make it with or without you. Either way, I'll be okay. And I think he needed to hear that. He needs to hear and see that I'm getting stronger by the day, stronger by the minute. And I don't have, if you don't want to be around me, you don't like nothing about me, then go. You know, if I'm not your cup of tea, go. You don't have to sit there and put me through hell and make me feel like a shitty person every day and every night. You don't have to sit and tell me everything that I do, every flaw and every defect I have. You don't have to highlight it and point it out at me. I know my flaws and defects. I know where my shortcomings are. I don't need someone constantly telling me what I'm doing wrong. What about what all I'm doing right? I take care of the yard. I take care of the house. I work. I take care of everything. Everything. I take care of my daughter. I take care of everything. I don't ask for any help for at all. Every now and then I fall short of money and I need to borrow some money. But I pay it back. That's still no reason for anybody to let anybody talk to you like trash and talk to you in any kind of way. Sometimes you have to stand up and stand your ground and speak what you need to say to the narcissist. Sometimes you need to put them in their place and let them know I can be fine without you. Because sometimes they need to know that and see that in you, that you're a survivor, that you can be fine. To put them in their place, to let them know you're not taking the shit no more, that you deserve better, and you're not going to take it. And that's just where my stance is tonight, is I'm not taking any more. Treat me like I'm somebody, or don't be around me at all. But don't sit and treat me like shit and think it's okay, and I'm going to sit back and take it anymore, because I'm not. I'm finding my voice, and I'm speaking my truth, and I'm speaking up for myself. I'm speaking up for that little girl inside of me that no one ever stood up for. I'm standing up for her, because somebody should have when she was a child and they never did. So I'm doing it for her now. It's my place to take care of that little child inside of me, and that means standing up and not letting anybody run all over me anymore. And that's what I'm doing, and we'll see where that gets me. But that's just where I'm at. I know I ain't made a video in a while, so I appreciate that you guys that view my videos, like, subscribe, do whatever to help me grow my channel. I'm just sharing with you my real life experiences that happen right as they happen. That way I bring you the raw deal, just to kind of give you an inkling of the mind shit that you go through when you deal with a narcissistic person. But when you start standing your ground to them, they lose power over you, and they know that, and they see that. And that's the best thing you can do for yourself, is find your voice and start speaking your stuff. And stop letting people walk all over you. You're not a doormat. None of us are, and you don't have to keep letting people treat you that way anymore. Don't. Stand up, speak up, and do something about it. That's all I got. Thanks for listening. I just needed to get that off my chest. Like I said, please like and subscribe and share this video. Thank you for watching and listening.